Oops. Bad idea. Bad idea. Bad idea. Where's me a block? Where's me a block? My, that looks dangerous. But before we get started on that, let's check out the Uncle Troy Presents Subscriber Hall of Fame, where we say hello to our new subscribers. Once again, we're going to zip through all our existing subscribers, and if you have a fast internet connection, a good video card, and are watching this in high definition, then you might see your name. Let's go on out here to our latest subscribers. Number 96 is Captain Moosh. Welcome aboard. 97, Traxxas Dude 10. Glad to meet you. If that's the company, Traxxas, that makes them remote-controlled trucks, I think I've got one around here, an old T-Max. Drop me a line. We'll talk cars. Number 98, Diddlebug 8. Diddlebug, go on home, or however that goes. Number 99, Fix You 911 Big Red. I'm sure there's a story behind that. And number 100 is, well, I don't know. YouTube has been acting weird lately. I've been getting notifications that people have subscribed who, when I look back through my lists, I know they've noticed they've already subscribed. So I just don't really know. Maybe I already have 100 subscribers. Maybe I don't have anywhere near 100 subscribers. But 100 subscribers will be coming soon if it hasn't already. So I really need to get around to coming up with some kind of 100 subscriber special. So if you have any ideas for that, leave them in the comment section below. And in the meantime, we're going to get back to whatever wonderful adventure is going to end up with me facing off against some cave spiders. And hello there, folks. This is Uncle Troy. Today we are playing some Minecraft back in our multiplayer server, which unfortunately has no openings right now for new players. And we are starting a new project today. We are going to attempt to make us a path over to our skeleton spawner, which, as near as I can remember, let me pull up the old F3 here. Skeleton spawner was about X negative 285, which would be in this direction. And it was Z minus 104, which would be in this direction. And that is roughly diagonally here. Now I could go diagonally and possibly save some time, or I could go one way and then the other, and at least, you know, make it straight and easier to run through. And I haven't really decided which to do yet, and I think what I shall do, let's see, a difference about 130 difference. I think I'm just going to go one way and then the other. And I'm going to start off by going toward the X of negative 285, which is 130 spaces that way. And eventually, I'm planning to make the whole path nice and broad like this. You know, 3 high, 3 wide. But of course, I have to stop all the way along the way and pick up our iron and other resources, because I'm like that. In fact, let me go ahead and put down my handy dandy workbench, aka crafting table. Get rid of this for the moment. And let's make a couple of extra furnaces. And I forgot to bring any coal. I was about to say we will just start smelting this iron, but I forgot to bring any coal. So we'll have to wait until we get further along. Where's my cobble? We're going to put the cobble. Doop, 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 doop. Like I said, eventually we're going to have this whole thing 3 high and 3 wide. But for now, I'm just going to dig straight through in a little 2 high, 1 wide section, punctuated by the occasional torch, to make sure that I'm taking this to the correct place. And I'm not going to waste my diamond pickaxe on this, so I have made, let me get to a place where we can stop here. I have made me some iron pickaxes and enchanted them single level efficiency 1, which makes them about as fast as, hello, which makes them about as fast as diamond. And looks like what we have here is a little pond. And looks like we got some more iron. Good, good, good. More iron, the better. Does this open up into a cave system? I was not planning on doing any exploring today. I think it is just this little bit here. There may be something over here behind this gravel, which we will find out as soon as we get all this lovely, lovely coal gathered up. I'm not nearly as bad with coal as I am with iron, gathering every bit I see. Put some cobble right along this way here. Then we can put down some dirt here to get rid of all this water, else it would just flow back down through here. And since I was being kind of cheap with the torches and just putting them on the floor every so often, any water or lava I hop into will probably wash all my torches away. And when you have efficiency, it's just as easy to use the pick to dig through dirt and gravel as it is to actually use the shovel. With any luck, we will not dig into any major cave systems before we get over to the skeleton spawner. And we might actually get started on the skeleton spawner trap today. And as soon as I said that, I knew I shouldn't have said that, because that will cause something bad to happen, which will result in me not getting to do that today. As we go along, we'll fill this in, and like I said, later we'll come back and we'll make it wide and tall and fancy, and maybe put a mine track down the middle of it, maybe not. Depends on how long it takes to walk over there. Alright, what's our F3 now? Negative 215. Okay, we got about another 70 to go, which is just enough time for me to tell you all a story. This story involves toilet humor, so it is unsuitable for our younger viewers. So if you are young or immature, please stop watching now. Alright, now that the kids have left, let me tell you what was going on. So the other day, I was in the bathroom doing things that people do in the bathroom, and we're not going to get any more specific than that. And I was occupying my time by reading a comic book. And as you get older, well, I won't say as you get older. No matter what age you are, somebody's going to come along and say, "Little old to be reading comic books, aren't you?" Because I'm pretty sure I could be a baby in the crib, rattling one hand. Oops, there went the first of our iron pickaxes. You know, rattling one hand, pacifier in my mouth. Too young to hold my head up, so I'm having to kind of just lean it over so I can read the comic book next to me. And someone would come up and tell my parents, "So, your kid's retarded, huh?" "What do you mean?" Says, "Well, he's reading a comic book, isn't he? A little old to be reading comic books, isn't he?" So, yeah. So, if you're, 10 or 12 or 15 or whatever, and people are picking on you for being too old to read comic books, well, I'm currently 44 years old, and I still stop at the store every week to get the latest edition of Superman. So, that's the problem. Anyway, so the bathroom is one of the places you can sit and read your comics without people bothering you. And as I was sitting and reading my comics, all of a sudden I realized I had fallen down about a half inch. I was suddenly a half inch shorter than I had been, which was very surprising because, I was sitting down at the time, and all of a sudden, poof, half inch lower than I was. So I started thinking, what's going on here? Why did I suddenly sink like that? And so I set my comic book aside, and I looked around at the room, and, we weren't having an earthquake or anything. So then I thought, well, has my little bathroom fixture I'm sitting on here, has that, sunk down into the floor or something? And I kind of looked down underneath it, and no, it hadn't sunk into the floor. Because I'd actually had that happen one time when I was in an old wooden house. Apparently there was a leak underneath the floor, and the bathroom floor had been slowly rotting away. And I had, sat down and actually started sinking slowly through the rotten floor. And that is a scary, scary, scary feeling, because about the time you realize that feeling is when you realize that you're not in a position where you can stand up and walk away quickly. So the bathroom fixtures still seemed to be, properly bolted to the floor. The floor wasn't going anywhere. The room wasn't shaking, anything like that. So I couldn't figure out, why did I just, sink down a half an inch? Am I imagining things? Did I just imagine, that happened? And it really, really confused me. And then way, way off in the distance, way, way off in the far corners of my mind, my brain said, ouch. And I thought, why is my brain saying ouch? Nothing's hurting me. I'm here all fine dandy, sitting here, doing my thing. Why suddenly is my brain saying ouch? And as I was trying to figure out why is my brain saying ouch, I realized that my brain was saying ouch louder and louder and louder. And then finally a location came in. Location would be my left, I'm going to say, back of my upper thigh. And it got louder and louder and louder. The ow, the ow, the ow got louder and louder and louder until I was pretty much screaming, ow, 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 ow. And then that was about the time I figured what happened. And so I reached under my inner thigh, run my hand along the back of it, and realized that the toilet seat I was sitting on had cracked. That was why I had dropped the half inch. And while I was wiggling around trying to figure out what the problem was, the crack had widened, and then when I gave up, trying to figure out what the problem was, and just, sat back down, the gap had closed, and the gap had grabbed a little bit of, I'm going to say, flab on the back of my leg, and as I sat there, it was pinching tighter and tighter, and my brain was, they tell you that a slow onset of something, your body just doesn't know how to deal with it. And while I was talking, I way overshot my x-coordinate. I had actually intended to stop at about -285. And we're just going to block this up here and pretend we never did that. Where's me a torch? There's me a torch. Alright, now we need to go this way until we get to -104. So I eventually managed to get myself extricated from the toilet seat. Yeah, that wasn't too bright, was it? And get my, finish my business, as it were. Finish reading my comic book. A lot of gravel. When I don't want gravel, it's all over the place. When you do want gravel, you can't find any. Let's try the old gravel. Well, I was about to say, let's try the old gravel mining trick. Where the gravel falls down onto the block and breaks. And of course it doesn't work when I'm trying to show it off. So I got extricated from that situation. Checked and found that yes, the seat had cracked. Which meant yes, I had to listen to funny comments from my brothers and my nephews about how fat I was because I broke a toilet seat. Unfortunately, with my work schedule and whatnot, I've just not had time to go out and buy a new one. So instead, what has happened is I've taken up to the old reliable standby duct tape. And with duct tape, you can, of course, fix anything. Or as the old saying goes, if it moves and it shouldn't, use duct tape. Well, I'll have plenty of coal to smelt all this iron, won't I? So a little duct tape, and it's not fixed by any means, but the crack no longer expands and contracts. So I no longer have to worry about catching sensitive parts of my anatomy in the toilet seat. And I will have to find a day when I can go out to the hardware store and pick up a new toilet seat. I could send one of my brothers, maybe when they have their day off, and over to pick it up for me. But I'm sure they will decide that, the only way they can possibly do this errand is if they tell everyone they meet in the store that, yes, I've had to run out here and pick this up for my brother. He's too fat. He broke the toilet seat. So that is Uncle Troy's toilet story for today. Okay, I was taking out some of the unnecessary video, just me going along here digging with nothing exciting happened, and I encountered this. I encountered what appears to be an abandoned mine shaft. And I hear spiders, I hear zombies. It appears that there's nothing immediately above us, or at least no openings above us. So I would say we are relatively safe here, that the things in the abandoned mine shaft cannot get to us. Perhaps they are down below us here. But I think they're like right above us. I'm pretty sure if I dug right there, baby spiders would come piling out on top of me. And we do not want that. We do want all this coal, however. I think I'll just go right through here. Oops. Bad idea. Bad idea. Where's me a block? Where's me a block? Yeah. Can't talk right now, Lime. Let me back away here. Alrighty. Everybody, Lime says hi, just so you know. Okay, now, here's the problem. I really want to take out these cave spiders because I want this to go right through here. Can I put a torch anywhere? No. We have too many glitching, cheating cave spiders all around. Ah, gotcha. Okay. What we need to do is we need to put torches all around this cave spider spawner so it will not spawn cave spiders. It looks like it's pretty good. Ow! I'm poisoned. Ow. Die. Did I bring any milk or anything? Golden apples? Nothing, of course. Poison countdown. 1, 0. As you can see, my protection 1 did not help me. I do not want to. I don't want to destroy this cave spider spawner because I might have a use for it at some time in the future. Ah, frickin'. Come on. Alrighty. Apparently it is not lit up enough. Can't type to you, sir. I'm busy trying not to die here. Come on, we want to put torches every... Back off. Back off. There we go. Looks like we got a spider stuck over there. Clean out some of this string here. Put another torch there. And we have spiders over here. Ah! Where'd all these spiders come from?